Let's get to our very favorite part of the show, Disgrace of the Week. Usually Miss Calhoun starts us off. Eric, you have the honors this week.
I'll take those honors. Some group called the Republican Liberty Caucus, which is affiliated with the Colorado Republican Party, less than 24 hours after the events in Boulder, put out a statement via Facebook alleging that these mass shootings are, quote unquote, part of a communist plot for gun control. Further, quote, the timing of these things is suspicious at best. Boy, talk about running to your corners, talk about complete over-the-top rhetoric, so bad that even the national organization of the National Republican Liberty Caucus disavowed them.
And there's more to that story about, which former person had access to a Facebook. It's a deep story. It's a good point. David.
Senator Carrie Donovan has moderated her bill to create a state censorship committee in order to pass it out of a state Senate committee. And now instead of having a state censorship commission, we're just going to have a study group to think about a state censorship commission. But the fact is, Carrie Donovan has already positioned herself in her upcoming race against Lauren Boebert. For those voters in the district who say, yeah, Boebert talks a lot, but has she introduced anything that's truly far out extreme and crazy? I want somebody who can do that. Carrie Donovan's got their vote.
Marianne, we go to you for your Disgrace of the Week.
I got to go back to Custer County on this one, to their Board of County Commissioners / Public Health, who found out this week that ignoring public health mandates does, in fact, have consequences.
Elena, you're up for Disgrace of the Week.
The fact that our nation had to grapple with 2 mass shootings in less than 1 week is disgraceful, and every American deserves to feel safe in their grocery stores, in their workplaces, in their schools. This is needless.
Time to say something nice about somebody. Eric?
I'm going to take this as a proud father moment. Our son Clark is today releasing another musical album. He's a musician of some note. It's an album called Visiting the Well, which is his diary, basically. He lost his partner after a long relationship a couple of years ago to cancer. And it is his journey through grief, and it is quite a profound album.
Here. David?
A member of the Denver Public School Board tells young people that all cops are bad, except he uses much more vicious language than I said on the air. But if you looked up Officer Eric Talley, a week ago, the first story you would have found about him was about how he rescued 7 ducklings who were lost. And this week he gave his life to protect other people. There are a lot of law enforcement officers who, like Officer Talley, are very compassionate and courageous.
Marianne, your turn to say something nice.
Kudos to King Soopers for putting $1 million into the fund for the victims of Monday's shooting. I would encourage them to take the next step and restore hazard pay for all of your employees who have been working under dangerous situations for this past year.
Elena, we go to you for your Say Something Nice.
Yeah, I just wanted to commend all of the Colorado journalists out here who are working tirelessly to tell victim stories and keep our community informed. It's not an easy job, and they've produced amazing work in the process.
Before we go, I want to say something nice by our #1 fan, Tim Jackson at the Colorado Automobile Dealers Association. He sent the CIO crew and all of our staff here at PBS 12 a great big box of Lamar's donuts. We're grateful for you watching, Tim. Always our #1 fan, and thank you so much for the donuts. You know the best way to a crew's heart is through their stomach, so thank you for that.